Well, it's a new day. I got a project coming. One more project I'm doing. I leave tomorrow morning, bright and early. Cooking up the extra food. Whatever. I'm going to be gone for, probably a month. Today's project, it's a bunch of stuff going on here. So, there was a mantle here. There was a fireplace here. I don't know. I dug this out yesterday and looked at it. This chimney is the full depth of this wall. It is 4 feet deep. This chimney's not even being used. Okay? This is... everything's been blocked off. The furnace isn't even hooked up to it. This mantle is really nice. I'm going to keep this, but this chimney is going to go. I'm tearing this out today. Oh yeah, hazmat suit. What you do with that is just take a trash bag, put it over the whole thing, pull it out. I don't even know how that comes off the wall yet, but I'm going to shut that water off. I'm going to take that out. So this is today's project. I did all this jacking. This is still, this is not terrible, but I think it's something to do with the chimney. The chimney base is way wider than this chimney is. So that bathroom I'm going to tear out and open a hole through here. So this is open to the living room a little bit more. And maybe we can put a wood stove in there. So, yeah, what I was saying is I'm going to take this out. I'm just going to put a 2-flue chimney in there. And put a wood stove and then hook the furnace up to it. Because right now it's on a power vent. I can't stand it. So that's it so far. Another thing. This hood, first of all, it's a 36-inch. That's a 30-inch stove. It's not even hooked up. There's no lights. There's no fan. There's no controls in it. I mean, there's something in there, but... whether there's power to it or not, there's no vent. Yeah, this kitchen I'm actually going to tear out all the way to that back wall. I'm going to have a big island in here. I got big plans for this. So I'm going to at least open up this much. The chimney end is like right here. The end of the bathroom's right here. I went and measured it. So see that drywall in there. It'll give me a little if I want to do something. Got that wire. Sawzall didn't cut through it. I was going slow. You guys notice I'm seem like a clean freak. I'm really not. I just try not to track this drywall dust all through the house, seeing as I'm leaving at 5 o'clock in the morning. So if you're building a wall that needs to have plumbing, you need to make it thick enough. I mean, granted, they were trying to keep this room as big as they could probably, but come on now. Come on. Come on now. I don't know what's going on with the wiring. I don't know where that goes. To the living room, maybe. And it goes through there. So I'll cut this somewhere, and then I'll find out which one's feeding it. Yep. I'm gonna clean this up, take the rest of that off. You don't need to just watch that, but and then I was trying to really figure out how that urinal's fastened. I've never dealt with them, so and I'm avoiding, taking that destroyed toilet out that's covered in, Alright. The room I've been avoiding. Look, I know it's weird. There's a... Oh, okay. Guess I did cut that wire off. There's no light here now. I know it's weird. There's a urinal here. This guy was disabled. So the first to do is... hopefully this bag is big enough to cover that whole thing. At least just so it's not in your face, I mean, it's always nice to have it not in your face. Oh, take this shelf down. Oh, slotted screw is my favorite. All right, well, let's do that. Let's get this shelf out of here. Again, I'm avoiding the toilet. I know, it's gotta go. Oh, those are nails with a screw head. Oh, well. I guess I don't remember seeing those. They are threaded. They are a nail. You know, I used to work with an old guy and said, yeah, they got a thread. And he said, you know, the threads are just for taking them out. Well, don't pound any screws, but these are made to do that. I'm actually going to use that shelf over. Roger, over. Yep. Oh, the top was hooked on there. All right, that's fine. That works. Put this in here before I put this countertop in. I don't know if I showed you guys this is a sinking kitchen depth countertop here. Anyhow, this ain't cheap. I mean, nothing's cheap except me. I do cost a lot though. Oh, I probably should go fix that wire so I can have a light. Or I guess I could cut a hole in the wall. That would give me light. What do we think? Sure. Let there be light. God spoke everything into existence. Could you imagine if we had that power, what a mess this would be? Yes, it would be worse than what we're living in right now. If people could speak things into existence, the place would be even more wicked than it is. Yeah, I had to go shut the water off. Important. An important feature. It still works. Huh. Okay, exhaust fan still works. Oh, it's not a ceiling light anyhow. There was. There's a box there. Interesting. Let me show you. Of course, that's a vent pipe that goes up through a closet that'll be going. This is a set of hooks, but it's upside down. The hooks are down. So yeah, there was a ceiling light at one point, and they just changed it to that, I guess. And that was the exhaust fan. Obviously that'll go. All right, I'm gonna continue on. I've got a lot of farting around to do here, so I'm just gonna shut this off so I can work. Just looking at this, getting this cleaned up, getting these 2x4s off. And I see there was a box on the floor, and that's actually some old original baseboard, which is funny because the profile is different than in the other rooms, but unless there was a piece on the top of it. But I'd rather have the plugs in the floor on the baseboard than not at all. I actually built a house years ago in Goldsboro, and we did all the receptacles in the baseboard, and it actually looked really nice. So yeah, I'm just trying to sort out this wiring, see what I can get rid of, what has to go. I have to go down and cut this sewer drain off so we can plug that up and not have the stink, you know? So I got this water line. Feed that, that's off. Goes over there. I'm really not going to, well, it's got to go to the other side of the house, so let's just, we'll go over here and cut this off. Again, why? Again, why I'd like to have this mess out of here. I'm going to cut that off about, water's not going to land on anything particular. I'll cut it a little bit long, so I will be using it again. Still water in it, just a little bit. And then, well, there's tons of clamps and stuff, and that goes to an outside thing, whatever. And then, I'm just going to get rid of this sewer line. If it's pitch straight, there shouldn't be anything in it. I guess we're going to find out, right? There's a water line, the hot water's behind there. That's shut off as well, in case I hit that. Cut those off going up to the there's vents and everything here. There's a lot, so. When I cut those off, they should fall down through here. Not sure. Now it doesn't hurt to double check. Make sure your valves are shut off. Important. Now I'll have to go back when this pipe's out of the way and plug that sewer line, so I don't want to smell that. How many of you guys hate these safety receptacles that you have to get just right? I've got that one on my pieces. Wires, try not to get Yep. What's that? Goes to the sink. I don't know about you guys, but I managed to saving these pieces of pipe. It really stinks to get a job done and you're a foot short and have to buy a whole hunk. Some places will sell you pieces, some won't. So that's hooked on that sink. The elbow in there. Yeah. Something like that. Still at it. You know, I like torque screws. Except just like every size is a different bit. So you're changing bits constantly. Anyhow, I'm like picking at it. I'm leaving the toilet for last because I want a clear shot to walk with that and not drip or fall or... Yeah. I'll show you in a minute how many screws are holding that countertop down. It's kind of crazy. Okay, I guess it's not as many as I thought. I saw these blocks up under here and I thought, well, I better take all those out. But they were actually just sitting on there. So I took all those out for nothing, which is good, but that one there, it's glued right to it. It was not going anywhere. All right, so far I've had Torx, Robertson, which if you don't know what those are square. So maybe this came from Canada. Phillips, well, 2 sizes of Torx. So I understand being on a budget, but every time I put in a screw, I have to look at it, so I have to change the bit. It's great. I don't know what we got going on here, but we got 2 screws there, 2 screws there, 2 screws there into studs. I don't know if they're planning on putting this metal cabinet, but it wasn't going anywhere. People have mentioned this trim in the house, they like it. It's like it's not period correct, and it's not even wood, it's like styrofoam or something. Kind of crazy. This is actually period correct. It would be plain. You can't tell because it's full of paint, but there's a bead right there. This piece is a separate piece and goes around. I took that one off. I'm going to open this doorway up and I'm going to build it back the same way. No, I'm going to build back better. You know, build back better. They say that they don't build them like they used to. I mean, praise God. Now, these studs, see, we don't have a 2x6 here. We have a 6x2. They put them on the flat. They always do. Because then you get random live edge stuff like that. It's like, well, the thickness is right. Same way over here. Like, I'm going to open up this doorway. I'm just going to take a chainsaw and rip that down through there. Cut that off. This is a gable end wall. Anyhow, you can see where it was the exterior wall at one point. 2 layers of boards I'm not really sure about, but this here is just a little different. This is a more modern stud that's stuck in here. Width still wasn't right. So we had from this thickness to, you know, over here, which is a similar thickness, obviously. So, I had to talk to you about the styrofoam trim. How about the plinth block? It's plastic. Oh, yeah. So I've been trying to figure out this whole chimney deal. There was a fireplace or something here. It looked like it was blocked up. This fireplace is massive. That's how deep it is from one room to the other. But see, they're not very deep. So I don't know if it's blocked up and there's something behind it. Is that deep as it was? I know some fireplaces are shallow. I can't remember the style of them they were called, but this is giant. I really want to take this wall out and stuff, put the wood stove between these 2 rooms. I don't know, we'll see. We've come to the point in this project. It's inevitable. There's no getting around. I have got to remove the toilet. Got this opened up. This is going to be cut way back to here. This is going to be cut back. That one's going to be cut back. The heat's kind of a limited factor, but I might just get that heat moved back just because. Although I put wood storage here. I'd like to put a wood stove in here. Man, I'd really like to use this chimney. Those 3 spots right there are just marks in the brick. They're not holes. So I guess the only way I could do it is poke a hole in there, hope I can get a flue, and see if I can get a liner put in there. I'm not sure, but I'm cleaning up. I don't know. This might be it for this video. Stuff piled everywhere. So I don't have a dumpster coming until after I leave. I've got some family members that are probably that may come over and haul this junk out of here, but I really want to see how much I could open that up. The other thing I can do, which will be a giant job, is take this chimney down. This is 2 stories plus a full attic. So there's probably 40 feet of chimney. If I was going to do that, I would still try to leave this face and build a new one behind it. That old brick and stuff, that's just awesome. Oh, I don't know, we'll have to see.